Hey peeps, we are back. We're talking Love After Lockup, Season 5, Episode 10. Okay, so this episode starts out with Shereé and Anthony. And I don't know you guys, but I'm really bored with Shereé and Anthony. They don't really bring much to the show. You know, when the episode starts out, they are completely stressed out. Anthony has to be back home in the house by 1 a.m. in order to meet his curfew, and they leave the place at 12:45. He is upset, she is upset, they are stressed out, they're trying to get to the house, and I'm thinking to myself, from the very first time that we have seen them on the show, we see that she's got 187 different alarms set up on her phone. And you're telling me that this dude needs to be home by 1 a.m. and you don't have any alarms or anything set up on your phone, on his phone? Makes no sense. He keeps saying, well, we should have left at 12:30. That is your probation. That is your rules. That is your situation. You should have been watching the clock and pulled the hell up out of there at 12:30. Anyway, they get into a little argument in the car because she's telling him, when we pull up, you need to jump out of the car. You got to haul ass, to get into the house. And he says that she's talking to him like a child. And she does. She talks to him like a child all the time. And, either you're going to get used to it or y'all going to break up. I don't think that they're a good couple anyway. She jumps out of the car as soon as they pull up. She runs in the house. She's screaming for him to hurry up and run in the house. I'm thinking to myself, why the hell are you rushing and running and jumping in the damn house? And he's walking all slow. You are not the one wearing the damn ankle monitor. Also, I heard that he's back in jail already. They do not make a good match in my opinion. I think that she wasted her time and money. She told him how excited she was about this party. This party was for her, not for him. And I'm sick of them. Now, she tried to help him a little bit using her HR skills, trying to help him with a mock interview. And he had zero energy, zero interest in it. I personally think that Anthony is going through some sort of stress, some sort of mental health crisis, and he needs to get some help. She's talking about he's got energy. I haven't seen any energy. He only musters up enough energy to lay around that damn house. I do think it was nice that she tried to support him by getting him prepared for this interview, but he really just seems like he's not freaking interested. Anyway, at some point, I think this relationship is going to be absolutely over. And now that he's allegedly back in jail, maybe it already is. Joy and Red. Honey, listen, Joy is upset. They are in the car. They are leaving his mom's house. She says she's got to get home. She's got to go to work. She's sorry that they are so upset. They will come back. Here's the thing. I don't know why you didn't just leave him with his mama. Take your butt home to work. Take your butt home to your child and let him spend some time with his mom. Joy ends up having this complete meltdown. She said, Paris said, who is Joy? You don't even know Joy. And she says, now I don't know if I want to come back. This wasn't a very warm, welcoming welcome. Girl, bye. The whole time she is falling apart over there in the driver's seat, this dude is on his cell phone texting. I'm sure he's texting dead Julie. Now, I'm sorry, but that woman looks dead. Anyway, Joy gets all upset. She wants to know, why is he always texting? Why is he always texting? This leads to the whole, you were taking money for women while you were in jail. And oh my God, you were probably doing other things too. I don't know what's going on. Oh my God. She's doing all this crying. She's losing her shit. I was there for you. I was taking care of you. I was sending you money. I was doing this. I was doing that. I'm like, Joy, listen, honey, I have not been able to muster up enough I give a fuck for this. I mean, seriously, girl, I'm sorry. I'm not about to cry you a river. And this whole thing about him having a photo album with 15 pictures of women and then other pictures of women and no pictures of you. Oh my God, you were talking to them. Oh my God, you were talking to them and you were jacking off to their pictures. Oh my God. Listen, still not crying for your ass. Okay, Joy, you were out here in these streets having sex with 3 different dudes and you don't even know your baby's daddy. I'm not having any sympathy for you. Now listen here. I don't think the two of you belong together. I do not think the two of you belong together. Red is still a child in the mind. And I'm thinking that so are you. Yes, ma'am. You two do not belong together. I don't understand why you being out in the streets 7 years trying to be in a relationship with this dude who has been in jail for 10 years, and you want to call this a committed relationship? No, ma'am. If I'm out in these streets, I'm fancy and free. I am not about to commit myself to some dude that I have never seen, never even thought about flying out to the prison to see him. Girl, bye. You are wasting your time and his. All of a sudden, she can't trust him. Oh my God, I'm supposed to bring you home to my family. I can't believe this. You were out here with these other bitches. First of all, why are they bitches? They don't know you. They were doing the same thing you were doing. They were falling for the same bullshit you fell for. He's the bitch. I'm just saying, don't be calling them bitches. They didn't do anything to you. 9 times out of 10, they don't even know about you. Now, if you really want to call somebody a bitch, call Dead Julie a bitch, because she know about you and she don't give a shit. He gonna run out. You know, he done staged an argument. I 1000% believe that he told her about them pictures. He agreed that he had been jacking off to those girls' photos. He told her all of this to set the stage. You can't run out and be with Dead Bestie Julie, you know, if you're not in an argument. You got to have a reason to step out of that hotel. And that's exactly what he did. He started her to crying and oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And then the next thing you know, here he is. I got to get out of here. I got to go for a walk. I got to get out of here. First thing he does is, you swinging by? I'm on my way. That's my best friend. That's my best friend. Oh my gosh. And then here she goes pulling up. Now this girl is in the hotel crying her damn eyes out. What have I done? Oh my God, I've been here around for 7 years. Oh my God. And this is what he's doing to me. She's having a complete conniption fit, and he's out in the car like a complete idiot. Can I kiss you? Oh, can I kiss you again? Will you teach me how to kiss? Oh my God, can I give you a hickey? What are we? What the fuck is this? Are we in high school, middle school? Can I give you a hickey? Boy, you better get the hell off my neck. I'm just saying, that was real gross and ridiculous. And he's not even understanding technology. She's got the GPS on his ass. So she realizes that he's at this gas station. Now here, him and Dead Bestie, they're in the car, realize that she's there. He's ducking and dodging and hiding in the side of the car. And then they pull off. She's like, well, I don't see him here. Him and Dead Bestie. I mean, shit, she's like Asante's aunt. You know, him and Dead Bestie Julie, they go to the hotel, another hotel in this town, and they, you know, have the sex. And she's still riding around town looking for this dude crying. Oh, hell to the no. The way I would have left his shit sitting outside the hotel, packed up the new car that you just bought, and started that trip back to New Mexico. I've got to get home to my child. I have got to get home to my child who was eating raw hot dogs when I left. No, ma'am. Now she blowing up his phone, and he, you know, tearing things up over there with Dead Bestie. And then the next thing you know, he finally answers her calls. He's leaving out of the hotel and tells her he at his mama's house. Now him and Dead Bestie got to rush over to his mama's house. Now when he gets over to his mama's house, Dead Bestie didn't drop him off in front of that mama's house. No, ma'am. She dropped him off a few houses down the street. He walks over to his mom's house and sits on the porch. Then she comes up. Your stuff is in the car. Get your stuff out. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. You can't come home with me. You can't come home with me. I don't want you to go with me. Oh my God. Oh my God. And then she's crying and having a fit, and he texting again. I mean, seriously? You just left and had the sex with Dead Bestie? She know you doing something. Now here's the thing with me and Dead Bestie Julie. Girl, you knew this whole time that he had a woman. You know his woman is at the hotel. You know that she's in there having a fit and crying and carrying on, but you still ride him around town, then go to the hotel, let him have the sex. Where is your damn value and self-worth? You know this dude is with this woman, but you are all right sneaking behind this woman's back. If you would do this to another woman, I don't want to hear shit when a woman does it to you. I'm just saying, damn. Anyway, she ends up putting his stuff outside the car and taking off. while crying. And I just would like to say, Joy, it is not safe to be riding around town crying. It's not safe. There's no way in hell that she's not going to spin the block and come and take his ass back. No, ma'am. She is going to pick him up, cry some more, and take him right on down to New Mexico. Then she made some kind of comment talking about, you walked off. I never walked off from you. How the hell could you walk off from him on the phone? I mean, you would actually have to make your way down there to the prison visit, then, walk off from the visit. I don't know. I'm an ass. I have no idea why she's letting this immature ass dude walk all over her like this. Listen, the first thing you should have done was carry your ass home. Seriously. And if you didn't need that car, when you got home, you should sell it. So you can go to the pawn shop and get your family heirlooms back. And then start trying to figure out other ways that you can improve your life and your son's life. You are out here acting like a complete idiot. You have a child. You are wasting your time and your money on this dude. You are wasting time that you could be building precious moments with your son. You are out of your ever-loving fucking mind. Red is not there for you. He is not good for you. He is not ready. There is nothing about him that says, I am ready to be a grown-ass man, to get a grown man job and raise a child and be faithful. No, ma'am. Carry on with your life. Get your butt in that car and go home. She ain't gonna go home, honey. She about to spin the block and come back and get him. He gonna go back to New Mexico, cheat on you, take any little money you got, and leave. Trust and believe. Chelsea and Mikey. All right now, honey. Mikey has been out of jail for a month. He's doing real good. He is working at his family's farm, making a little money. He made enough money that he got himself a little car. He is living with his sister still, and he is having, visits with his daughter. He is doing really well. Then he had a little friend that dropped by. His friend's name was David. And you know what? When David first got out the car, I said, doesn't he look like Nathan? Remember Nathan from last season of Love After Lockup? Him and that Skylar girl, they were both a hot ass mess, and the show kicked them off because they was using the N-word. That guy. I think this guy kind of looks like him, but he was much nicer. Well, it seems that this guy used to be Mikey's bunkmate. They are both out of jail, and it looks like they are both staying sober and doing well. Not that I know if Mikey was using or not. I have no idea. But anyway, Mikey was fixing his car up because he says he was going to be going down to Ohio to meet Chelsea's family, and he's a little nervous about meeting her father because, her father is a gun-toting man, and he's been through some shit with Chelsea and these bad choices. So Chelsea goes and meets up with her dad, and her dad says, what's so special about Mikey? Her dad has been through it. He says that she has a history of always picking the wrong guy, always picking the doozies, the ones that never do anything to help her. And she's just left holding the bag all the time. So I don't blame him being skeptical. I would be extremely skeptical and concerned. You've got all these kids that you need to take care of, and you're always picking the wrong dude. However, Mikey seems to be okay. So, maybe her dad will like him. He says maybe if he starts to actually help you. He says that she's never had a guy that actually tried to help her. Then Mikey tells his friend David that Chelsea got all upset with him because she told him that she saved $5,000, and he asked her, how did you get $5,000? And she was very upset and said no. She wasn't going to tell him how she got the money. And he says that he just wanted to know, where is this money coming from? Because he doesn't want to get caught up in anything illegal. Not that he thinks that she's actually doing something illegal, but if you're not willing to tell him how you were able to save up this money, he's concerned. And I would be concerned too. He's on paper, and you just, got kicked off of the SSI, and you were talking about how broke you were. Where did this money come from? Is this a little bit of that Love After Lockup money? Or, what are you doing? He said that she told him that she's selling stuff online. Well, what the hell are you selling? Because maybe I need to start selling stuff online. Anyway, it's not my business. Her dad is worried about him too, because he also went to jail for identity theft. And her dad said, listen, this dude didn't just steal $500. He tried to steal somebody's life. I said, well, shit, I'd be a little concerned too. I'm watching my social security number. Boy, listen, I'm concerned. Anyway, Mikey then spends a little time with his daughter, and I really love his scenes with his daughter. You can tell that she loves her daddy so much, and he loves her too. He gave her this beautiful necklace, and he was just so happy and thankful and grateful to have time with his daughter. But she doesn't want him to marry Chelsea, and she does not want him to move to Ohio. And to be honest, I don't either. He has missed half of this girl's life while he was in jail, and she wants him to stay there in Kentucky, and she wants to be able to be with him on a regular basis. She says that if he goes to Ohio, it's going to be like he went back to jail again, and she's not going to be able to see him. Listen, I think the best thing for him to do is to keep his butt right there in Kentucky where he's got his support system. You have a job with your grandpa. It's right there on your family's land, so you don't have to go too far. You've got your two sisters who love you and they're supporting you, and your daughter is not too far up the street. You need to keep your butt there. Chelsea, I like her, but she's been acting a little odd, a little weird, and I don't think it's a good idea for you to just jump up and go to Ohio, and anything could happen. Keep your butt right there in Kentucky with your daughter. Britney and Andy. Now listen, Britney is outside asking anybody riding by, walking by, do you got a phone? Do you got a phone? Oh, she's just out there acting ridiculous. So Britney asked Andy if she could use his phone. He says, where's your phone? I left it in your car in the seat. So she calls her daughter Gracie and says, tell grandma to come pick me up. She was acting and sounding extremely erratic. She was so desperate to get that money from Andy, and now she's ready to leave him high and dry. And I think the reason she's ready to jump off, leave him high and dry, is because she wants to get high. He starts all of a sudden packing up all of his shit, talking about how he got this house for them and he will gladly leave it, pack up his things and stay at a hotel before he lets her make a fool out of him. Too damn late. Okay, you already look like a fool. She has already played the hell out of you. She got you to give her $500, a cell phone. You brought her all those gifts. You took care of her child, bought him all those gifts for his birthday, made that cake. Then she got you to take your butt over to the ATM machine and give her another $500. Come on, Andy. You are a trick. She used you. This is ridiculous. And you cannot tell me that this place is not an Airbnb. Because why would you pay for a place that you and her are supposed to stay at and then pack up and go to a hotel? What kind of sense does that make? Now she's across the street waiting for her mama to show up, talking to the camera people, talking about, he lied to me. He lied to me. Oh my God, he just lies on top of lies on top of lies. Listen, Andy, I don't think that you're all that great, but you're better than her for sure. And you should be more concerned and worried about your children. Like, where the hell is Barry? Before you start to grab your shit to go to a hotel. You didn't even grab Barry's stuff. I'm just saying. Then Andy says that he's not an expert on addiction, but he's been around a lot of people who are addicts. And when they behave like she's behaving, it's because they're trying to run away really quick so that they can go and get high. I think the very same thing. Andy's ex-wife said that Andy did reach out to her and said that the very first night that they got into that house, when Barry left to give them some privacy, at some point, Britney sent Andy to go check on Barry, and he told his ex-wife that when he came back, Britney was acting weird and she hadn't taken a shower like she said she was going to, and it smelled weird. So he clearly thought that she was already on drugs and that maybe she had relapsed. Personally, it's all alleged. I don't know these people, but I think that she had already relapsed as well. And maybe she didn't relapse. Maybe she had been on that stuff while she was in jail. I think that Andy needs to realize that she never liked you in the first place. She was only using you because she wanted to get out of you what she needed. And every 5 minutes she was telling production, Andy's lying. He's making me want to use. Andy's talking to me. He's making me want to use. Andy stood too close to me on the porch. He's making me want to use. Girl, you wanted to use. That's why you needed him to give you that money, in my opinion. Andy, do better for yourself. Move on. Go on back home and take care of your kids. Melissa and Louie. All right, now listen. Every time that I see Louis, I think to myself, Louis, you deserve better than this. And now that Louis has this new car, are we going to see Louis in this car every episode? And did anybody notice when he got out in the car, when he got out of the car, he told the car, I love you? It's a bit much for me, Louis. So he comes home, he's complaining to his mama. You know, Melissa's not treating him right. She's being rude to him. She's mad that he spent $5,500 to get a new car. And she wants to know why she's paying to get his teeth fixed if he has $5,500 to get a car. And his mom makes this very unappealing looking meal. There's a little broccoli, a little naked angel hair pasta with no sauce on it, and some kind of baked, I think it's baked, pork chops with onions or something on it. It didn't look attractive, not at all. Lord have mercy, Donna, please stop cooking. She has the nerve to ask him, how could he date a woman who doesn't like his mother? Are you kidding me? The way you disrespect this woman and talk to this woman, are you serious about this? There is no way in hell that I would ever like you, Donna. You have to give respect to get respect. Go on some damn where. And then Melissa and her clown immature ass, she gets on the FaceTime with Louis and says she's not going to be able to make it down there to be with him when he has his dental surgery because she had a work emergency. And I said to myself, what kind of work emergency do you have? You work at the post office. She lying, and I was absolutely right. She's a liar. She's all upset with him, talking about she doesn't know if he's really being serious about moving to New Jersey. Girl, cut the shit. So she gets upset with him, and this whole argument breaks out because his mom is going to drive him to the dentist office for this procedure. Now listen, he's going to have all of his teeth that he has left extracted. I know that they're going to give him something. He is either going to be put out or he is either going to be numbed to the gods, okay? And who wants to drive home after that? He needs somebody to drive him home. And she gets into this argument with him, and then his mom gets involved with this argument. They are screaming and hollering, acting a fool over this man getting a ride from his mother to the dentist office. He lives there with her. This makes no sense. Then they get to the dentist office, find out there's some kind of water main break, and the surgery has been postponed by 30 minutes until they can get this water fixed. She calls him and tells him she's sorry she couldn't be there. She's at work. And then he says, well, if I don't get to have the surgery, I'm just going to go home. And she says, alone? When she finds out that Donna is there, her and Donna get into this argument. They are going back and forth. Donna and Melissa are the same person. One is just younger than the other. They are both treating him like this is some sort of tug of war, and he is a 5-year-old child. This makes no damn sense. Then she tries to get all angry with him and tells him she'll just reverse the charges on her credit card that's paying for his teeth. And he says, fine, go ahead and do it. Louis should have told her, please do that. Then he should have went back into the dental office, rescheduled his appointment for another time when he could come up with his own $4,500, and he should have cut her off cleanly. Just goodbye. She's talking about he's not acting like a man. He's not taking care of himself. This dude has been in jail for over 13 years, I think, or 10 years or something like that. He's got a job. It might not be the job that she wants him to have, but he's got a job. He is not out in the streets chasing after drugs. He has not been out there cheating on her. He got a job. He got a car. He's doing the best he can at this time. I don't know why she's all over him like this. Both his mom and Melissa are two people that are extremely controlling. It's way too much. She tells him that she needs a break from them and a break from their relationship. And he says, are you breaking up with me? And she's like, no, I just need a break. I need you to be a man. I need you to grow up. And he said, I'm going to be a man. And he hung up on her. I said, Lord, I am sick of him. Then his mama decides that she's going to play matchmaker and tries to hook Louis up with this girl named Michelle, who is the dental hygienist at the office. She's got Louis making this girl a cup of coffee. The woman don't even drink coffee. Donna, really stop this. Stop this. Now, I don't know what the style is down there at the part of Georgia that they live in, but this woman's hair You know how sometimes they put that little poof at the top of your dog's hair when you go to the grooming place, or when you have a tiny baby that's, a couple months old, you might put a little tiny ponytail like right at the top. Her hair was flipping around her head. She looked ridiculous. I said, what in the shit is happening here? Well, we find out this woman is single, and Louis talks to her outside. I said, wait a minute, is she on break? Because you cannot be on my time clock sitting out here talking to Toothless. This is not about to happen. Anyway, he asked her if she wanted to go out sometime, and she said she would think about it or she'll consider it. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. And let me just say, I can't stand Donna. There's a lot of reasons I don't like Donna, but one of the main reasons I don't like Donna is she is a horrible mom for a man. She told her 40-something-year-old son that he could find him a nice woman and be a house husband and let this woman take care of him. This is so enabling and so ridiculous. You just told your grown-ass son that he needs to be a house husband and mooch off of some hard-working-ass woman. Donna, I'm sick of you. Oh, my God. Louis, do yourself a favor. Save up your checks from the pizza place. Find yourself your own damn apartment and cut your mama and Melissa off. Jeez. And last and absolutely least is Britney and Kyrock. I am sick of them. I am sick of them. Please stop bringing them on my damn show. I'm sick of it. It's the same shit every episode. Britney wants a baby. Britney wants a baby. Kyrock don't want no baby. He does not want to come off of his meds to retransition back into being a woman to have a baby. You two need to separate. Okay? You are not a good couple. You don't belong together. You do not fit. Britney and Kyrock both need to get some therapy. Figure out exactly what it is they want out of life. Get good jobs. Start a career some damn where. Find your own place to live. And then think about children. You live with his mama out in the woods. Britney is 22 years old and she doesn't know a damn thing about the real world. And she been to prison. She needs therapy and she needs to stop trying to get pregnant. You don't need to bring a baby into this relationship. I am over it. Life after lockup people, please. I know that Britney and Kyrock is going to be on this next season. Don't bring them back. Anyway, peeps, get down in the comments and let me know what you think. And until next time, bye.